Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of the Mustang build. Where we left off was on the door gaps. Now I already installed the fender back. It's not bolted on or anything, it's just installed so that I can get this gap straightened out. Once this gap straightened out, take the fender off, take the door off, start sanding. So let me get started on this. Alright. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to put tape on this side, on the fender. And that's going to be a lot easier. I'm going to do the style line as perfect as possible. Then, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using the door as a template. Okay, from the door all the way, I'm going to be cutting on the fender. That way I can make the style line. This fender is an aftermarket fender and they usually don't fit right. So I'm going to be cutting on the fender. Once the tape is set, that way I'll know how much to cut. And there it is, guys. This is all the amount of metal that I have to take off the fender so that it'll give me a perfect body line. Alright, so let me just take off the fender and I'll do that with the angle grinder. There it is, guys. The fender's back on. The gap is nice and straight. And now I'm just gonna have to start sanding. I'm gonna use the inline sander to sand all this straight. If I need to put a little bit of body filler, I'll start adding some body filler on this so that everything can be even. Alright guys, there's a little step, very tiny, so I'm gonna start adding some body filler right here just to even it out and make that transition perfect. Now a lot of people have been telling me, can I put body filler on top of paint? Yes, you can. The only thing is you need to rough it up. I don't know if you can see that it's scratched real heavy so that the body filler can stick to the metal. I used 36 grit to roughen it up. I'm gonna go in steps. I'm gonna do the bottom one first, but I'm gonna do this. So I already put the tape for the style line so that I can stay with that style line. All right. So let me just start applying the body filler on this and go from there. The body filler has been applied now. This is the first coat of body filler. It's not a lot. I'm just trying to build up that little step that's there. So now, before the body filler dries up completely, I'm going to take a razor blade. I'm going to cut the gap. That way I don't have to be messing with that. But I'm going to cut it up and just let that body filler fall. Other than that, if I need some more, I'll add a little bit more body filler. I think with this one and maybe another coat, that'll be fine. And then I'll jump to the bottom one. And there it is. Nice and even. Everything's straight down here, and we're good to go. I'm gonna remove the fender so that I can start sanding that, and I'll start sanding the door also. Okay, guys, I already took the fender off and I took the door off. So next, let me show you. It's gonna be repairing the door. The fender already sanded down, it's ready to go. The door has a lot of rust that I'm gonna have to address, so I'm gonna be working on that, and then go from there. Okay guys, you saw me use this wheel right here. It's for removing rust and all that, but this rust is so heavy that I just went to 36 grit on the angle grinder Whoever did this body work didn't even put metal here. All they did is just plastered it with body filler, which is not the right way, guys. If you see something like this, patch it up with weld some metal there. It's not gonna be that hard, and it's not gonna be time consuming. So let's just fix this the right way and go from there. After removing all the surface rust, the paint and everything, I end up with this. Now, what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna start cutting the pieces. I'm gonna start cutting as to where I'm gonna be putting the patches on. All right, so let me just get the cutting wheel and start addressing that. What I'm gonna be doing, I got myself a paint stick, and what that's gonna do, I'm just gonna draw a line as to where I'm gonna cut and go from there. Okay, after doing the markings, I didn't do it on the bottom because I'm gonna use this line right here, the style line. That's where I'm gonna cut. So I'll be cutting this and taking the bad piece off. Guys, once I cut that area, what I'm going to be doing, I already cleaned it up as much as possible with the grinder, with the angle grinder, 36 grit. And now what I'm going to be doing, I know that there's still surface rust. I'm going to be using this Rust Blast. I'm going to spray it on like that, and on every area, and then I'll just leave it there. I'll just leave it there for about maybe an hour, and come back, rinse it off a little bit with water, and that'll protect the surface rust. It's not gonna pop up. After that, I'll be putting some self-etching primer on that so that I can start welding the top piece. Alright guys, it's been like about an hour. What I'm gonna be doing, this is just regular water, tap water. I'm gonna be cleaning it. I don't want none of that liquid to stay underneath, so I'm just gonna clean it up. Okay guys, now what you need to do is get yourself a pattern as to how you're gonna cut it. This is the actual size that I need. I'm going to transfer this to my metal, the one I'm going to be using, and so that it can be exactly where I need it. Alright guys, after getting the pattern that I need, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be protecting this. I'm going to be putting some self-etching primer and go from there. I'm just gonna let it set, and then I'll start grinding the top so that I can start welding. Before applying the piece that I'm gonna be welding, I applied some just rattle can spray paint, and that'll protect it. All right, so now I already cut my piece. I already sanded all the edges, and I know that it's go this way. I know that it's perfect right now. Okay. Now, all I'm going to be doing, I'm gonna start stitch welding. What stitch welding means is that I'm going to go from one corner to the other one and just jump until I meet in the middle, and I'll be doing the same thing on all the edges. All right, because if I just go welding straight down, I'm going to warp the metal. So you need to go and just start jumping from one corner to another, okay? And that's called stitch welding. So let me just get started. There it is. This is after all the welds have been made. Everything's roughed up. Everything has been patched up. I'm working on this side now, on this corner. I'm gonna start messing with this. So let me just add some body filler to this so that I can show it to you as to how everything came out, and go from there. Okay, this patch is done. I'm ready for body filler, so let me just mix it up, start applying it. And there it is. It's the first layer of body filler. It's a little messy, but I'm gonna smooth that out, put another coat, and that'll be it. That's it. That's all you need to do in order to repair rust. And there it is, guys. All this red stuff that you see, it's just putty and the body filler. But that's it. There it is. That's the way you repair rust on your vehicle the right way. Alright? Alright guys, after finishing up the inside of the door, I flipped the door over and I'm going to start working on this side. This bottom piece of the door was all wavy. I'm starting to sand it down with 36 grit with the inline sander. And all these spots that you see here, they're low spots. Whoever did this body work did not do it correctly, so they left a bunch of waves on it. This portion right here is pretty smooth, pretty straight, and this top part is pretty straight. So I'm just gonna work on this bottom part and straighten it out. I'm gonna have to add some body filler. As you can tell, that somebody already added body filler but did not do a very good job. So I'm just gonna have to straighten that out and fix it. Guys, I added tape on the style line all the way through. The reason I did that is because I don't want body filler to go on this side. This is perfect. I don't want to mess it up. So I'm just gonna put a skim layer of body filler right on this area. All right, let me start doing it. All right, and I added the skim layer of body filler, and you'll see right here, that's the reason I put the tape. Now when I peel the tape off, that body filler is going to leave a perfectly straight line, the style line that's there. Alright, so I'm going to let it dry and then come back and start sanding it. Right there I removed the tape and you can see the style line stayed true. So all I need to do is start sanding and just smooth it out. And there it is, guys. This side of the door is done. Everything has been fixed. All the waviness from the body panels have been fixed. All I gotta do is just prime this area and it'll be ready. Alright guys, this will be it for this video. Hope you guys are learning something. I hope you guys are enjoying these kind of videos. Alright guys, so guys, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Hit the little bell icon so you can be notified whenever I upload a video. And guys, have a great weekend, and like always, God bless.